Okay, I need your attention. The tech regulations are changing. There's a risk some of our hard work will be undone, so we need to mitigate it. As soon as you can, I want you to look at the developments we have and tell us what areas you want to invest in protecting.
race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who'll be fronting the grid. Hamilton, Russell and Max Verstappen. With qualifying wrapped up now, we have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race. Welcome to today's sprint. This is shaping up to be another fantastic weekend. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting sprint. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Sainz, Perez, Leclerc, Fernando Alonso, Norris, Gasly, Bennett, Oscar Piastri, Stroll, Ocon, Albon, Magnussen, Hülkenberg, Tsunoda, Bottas, Liam Lawson, Ricciardo, Sargent and Zhou Guanyu. And with preparations almost complete, let's head trackside for today's sprint. The formation lap gets underway ahead of today's sprint. It's going to be interesting to see who gets pole position. As all the cars take their positions on the grid, the final preparations have been made, and all that's left is for the drivers to deliver on track.
the pits, please. This is a good chance to change our strategy for the rest of the Grand Prix if we want to. It's good to get back on track. Let's make the best of this restart. Let's go. Got a lot of spare energy, okay to use your overtake button. Okay, focus, we need to stay on form.
So let's see what effect this result has had on the drivers' standings. Max Verstappen should be pleased with his performance, making gains at the top of the table. Well, that wraps up the sprint. All that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then. Here we are then in one of the fastest growing cities in the United States, the fabulous Austin in the great state of Texas. The circuit itself, 14 miles southeast of the city centre, has been home to the US Grand Prix since 2012, the latest in a long list of iconic tracks to have that honour. We're racing today then in Travis County, Texas, where 20 corners and speeds of up to 200 miles per hour await us on this magnificent racetrack. It's 60% full throttle with plenty of good opportunities to pass, especially through the two DRS zones into Turn 1 and the long back straight into Turn 12. What a race we have in store today! Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Russell, Stroll, Gasly, Norris, Fernando Alonso, Oscar Piastri, Leclerc, Liam Lawson, Ocon, Magnussen, Perez, Hülkenberg, Bottas, Joe, Ricciardo, Sargent, Albon, Tsunoda and Bennett. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. And joining me again for the race today, Natalie Pinkham. Let's talk about Bennett. They're in for a tough race today, as they'll be starting out of position due to a penalty from earlier in the weekend.
It's unfortunate, but it happens to everyone at some point. You just have to accept your fate, knuckle down and get on with the business of making up that deficit during the Grand Prix. So they'll be pushing hard today, one to watch for sure.
The formation lap gets underway and every driver will be looking to settle in for the race ahead, making sure that their car is ready for the battle once the lights go out. come back towards the grid to line up for the start of the race, each driver will be wanting to get the best start they possibly can. And they'll be hoping to finish today's race on the podium, failing that, within the points.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 3.4 seconds. Right, there's a big incident in front of you. Red flag, red flag. We'll update you in the pits. Everyone's okay? Okay, there's been an incident on track resulting in loose debris. Fortunately... We've done all right so far, but this is a chance to take a breath. We've got another half of this race to go, and there's still a big opportunity there. This feels a bit like deja vu here, but there's a good opportunity to get this start spot on. Come on. Great manoeuvre, you made it look so easy. situation's pretty touch and go right now. We think the slicks may still be quicker, but it's very close, and you're going to struggle to keep them in the temperature window. The inters are ready for whenever you need them. There's a new strategy available on the MFD. Copy that. Safety car, no overtaking, reduce your pace. Keep your delta number positive as we form up. Right, drop your speed, our delta's too low and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately. your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on. Okay, that's us with 5 laps of fuel remaining. 5 laps of fuel left. There's so many more! Yes!
So Natalie, what do you think helped them deliver this result?
For me today, the race was the perfect blend of thrilling overtakes, but also looking after those tyres and really making the stints last just that bit longer.
Welcome then to the podium, our top 3 drivers. What a great effort from them today in a very difficult race. Let's have a look then at the driver's standings. Despite the best efforts of our championship leader, that lead has taken a bit of a knock today. So then, Natalie Pinkham, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
I have to give it to Bennett.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. The lead at the top comes down after a strong weekend from the challenging pack. Meanwhile, good work from the owner-drivers team this weekend, who pushed themselves further up the order. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action, and I can't wait to see what's next.